Can you spot a deceitful manipulator lurking around? Ever wondered if the person causing drama or a division in your family is a manipulator? Let's take a moment to consider this question. A manipulator isn't necessarily a villain twirling their mustache in the corner, plotting their next move. Often they're someone close to us, perhaps a family member, an in-law, siblings, a family friend, or even a spouse. They may appear as ordinary as anyone else, but their actions tell a different story. Manipulation, in its essence, is a form of emotional abuse. It is the act of influencing someone's behavior or perception for one's own advantage. It's a subtle art, often going unnoticed until the damage has been done. The manipulator uses a variety of tactics, not telling the whole truth, making up stories, guilt-tripping, distortion of reality, and just outright deceit to achieve their personal goals. These goals could be anything from gaining power, self-esteem, boosting their ego, use others to show off to their peers, acquiring economical advantage and status, or simply causing emotional distress or damage to others. They can be so natural to hurt someone to serve their own needs and goals. They are not even conscious of the actions and emotional damage caused. You might be thinking, but why would a family member do that? The harsh reality is, manipulation doesn't discriminate. It can occur within any relationship, including families. And when it does, it's detrimental, causing a ripple effect of issues that can tear the very fabric of the family apart. One of the most significant impacts of manipulation is the breakdown of trust. When deceit becomes a regular occurrence, trust erodes, leading family members to question each other's motives and honesty. Communication issues arise as open and healthy exchanges are replaced by fear and reluctance to express true feelings. This in turn gives rise to resentment and conflict, creating a hostile environment that's far from the loving and supportive family unit we all desire. And let's not forget the emotional damage. The feeling of being used or deceived can lead to feelings of inadequacy and low self-esteem, leaving deep emotional scars that can take years to heal. Now that we've outlined what we'll dive into, let's proceed to the telltale signs of a manipulator. This is where we begin our journey, to unmask the manipulator and understand the steps we can take to counteract their influence, whether that means calling them out, cutting ties, or seeking professional help. So, how can you identify a manipulator in your midst? Well, it's not always easy, but there are some telltale signs that can hint at a manipulator in your circle. The first sign is deceit. Manipulators are masters of deception. They may spin tales, exaggerate truths, or outright lie to achieve their ends. For instance, a manipulator may spread rumors or create false stories to pit family members against each other, thereby gaining control over the family dynamics. The second sign is distortion of reality. Manipulators often use gaslighting, a psychological tactic where they make you question your own memory, perception, or sanity. They might insist that an event didn't happen the way you remember it, or they may deny their own behavior, all to make you doubt your own judgment. A third sign involves manipulation for personal gain. This could be anything from power and status to financial advantage. A manipulator might play the victim or use emotional blackmail to get their way. A manipulator might fabricate a plot to include other family members against other family members. They might explain why you are not included in a family event at your expense, but merely for their hidden agenda to serve their own gain. They might make you feel guilty for not helping them, or they might pretend to be in crisis to elicit sympathy and support. Another common trait of manipulators is their tendency to lie to cover up their lies. When confronted, they might weave even more elaborate tales to avoid admitting their deception. This web of lies can become so intricate that it's hard to distinguish truth from fabrication. Lastly, a manipulator may cause emotional damage to other family members. They might belittle, criticize, or intimidate others, leading to feelings of inadequacy and low self-esteem in the victims. This emotional damage is often subtle and insidious, making it hard to recognize until it's too late. Recognizing these signs is the first step in combating manipulation. But what damage can a manipulator cause? In the next segment, we'll delve into the ripple effects of manipulation, from trust issues to communication breakdowns, and how they can impact the family unit as a whole. So stay tuned. Now let's talk about the damage a manipulator can inflict within a family. Imagine a tightly knit fabric, each thread representing a bond within a family. Now imagine a pair of scissors, snipping away at these threads one by one. That's what a manipulator does, cutting through the fabric of trust, communication, unity, and emotional well-being. At the heart of any family is trust, a foundational pillar that once shaken can send tremors through the entire family structure. A manipulator, with their deceitful tactics, can erode this trust, leaving family members questioning each other's motives and honesty. And when trust is lost, the family unity begins to unravel. Communication, another vital thread in the family fabric, can also be severely affected. Manipulative individuals employ tactics like guilt-tripping, giving the silent treatment, or using emotional manipulation to get what they want. These actions hinder open and healthy communication. Family members might become hesitant to express their true feelings or share their concerns, fearing they'll be manipulated or used. The resentment and conflict that manipulation breeds can create a hostile environment within the family. When family members feel used or deceived, disputes can become the order of the day, replacing peaceful family gatherings with tension-filled encounters. Perhaps the most damaging effect of manipulation is the emotional harm it can cause. Manipulation can lead to feelings of inadequacy, low self-esteem, and even depression. It's like a toxic cloud that hangs over the family, poisoning the emotional well-being of its members. And let's not forget the manipulator's end goal: personal gain. Whether to boost their ego, gain power, acquire wealth, or achieve a status boost, they are willing to distort reality, lie, and cause emotional damage to their own family. As you can see, manipulation has severe, far-reaching consequences. But what can you do about it? The answer might be as simple as calling out the manipulator, or as drastic as cutting family ties. But that's a topic for our next scene. Stay tuned. So, you've spotted a manipulator in your family. What's the next step? Well, let's delve into this. Addressing manipulation within the family isn't a walk in the park, but don't worry, there are strategies you can employ. Firstly, it might be beneficial to call out the manipulator. This requires courage, but it's a crucial step. Acknowledge their behavior, express how it makes you feel, and stand your ground. You might say, "I feel hurt when you manipulate the truth. It's not okay and it needs to stop." Be firm, be steady. Remember, it's not about attacking the person, but addressing the behavior. But what if the manipulator doesn't respond positively? Well, it's time to consider protecting the hurt party, which might even be you. This could involve seeking support from others, or turning to professional help like a counselor or therapist. They can provide tools to cope and strategies to counteract the manipulation. Now, here's a tough one. Should you consider cutting ties with the manipulator? This is a personal decision and not to be taken lightly. If the manipulative behavior continues despite your efforts and it's causing significant harm, it might be the best course of action. Cutting ties doesn't necessarily mean forever. It might just be a timeout, a period for everyone to reflect, heal, and hopefully change. Throughout this process, remember to practice self-care. Dealing with manipulation can be draining, so take care of your mental well-being, whether that's through meditation, exercise, or simply spending time doing things you love. Importantly, keep an open heart. People can change and family bonds can be mended. It may take time, but don't lose hope. Remember, standing up to manipulation is crucial for the health and harmony of your family. It's not an easy journey, but it's one worth taking. So stand tall, speak out, and let's counteract the manipulation together. You've got this. Let's summarize what we've learned today. We've peeled back the mask of the manipulator, revealing the cunning and deceit that lie beneath. We've identified the signs, the guilt-tripping, the silent treatment, the distortion of reality. These are the tools of the manipulator, wielded with a calculated precision designed to achieve their goals, often at the expense of others. We've explored the ripple effects of manipulation, the erosion of trust that it causes within the family unit. The manipulator's actions sow seeds of doubt, causing family members to question each other's motives and honesty. This leads to communication breakdowns, with individuals becoming reluctant to express their true feelings or concerns for fear of further manipulation. The hostile environment birthed by manipulation breeds resentment and conflict. When family members feel used or deceived, it creates a breeding ground for ongoing disputes, further fracturing the family unit. The emotional damage inflicted can be profound, leading to feelings of inadequacy and low self-esteem. But we've also discussed steps to counteract manipulation, the importance of calling out the manipulator, of shining a spotlight on their deceitful tactics. This isn't about causing a scene or seeking revenge, but about protecting those who might be hurt by the manipulator's actions. It's about restoring trust, encouraging open communication, and rebuilding the bonds that manipulation seeks to destroy. And in extreme cases, it may be necessary to cut ties. This is never an easy decision to make, but sometimes it's the only way to protect the family unit from further harm. It's about choosing health and happiness over manipulation and deceit. Remember, protecting your family from manipulation is crucial. Stay vigilant, stay strong, and don't be afraid to take action. If you like this video, please share it, and remember to click the subscribe button to help to support this channel. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more videos. In the battle against manipulation, it's important to remember that you're not alone. Establishing a strong support network can be a game changer. This network can include close friends, extended family members, therapists, or even online communities who have experienced similar situations. They can provide advice, lend an ear when you need to vent, or offer a different perspective on the situation. They can serve as a reminder that you're not isolated, that there are others who understand what you're going through. This support network can also act as a safety net, providing emotional support and guidance in times of crisis. We'll delve deeper into how to build and maintain these networks in our next video. Remember, you have the power to counter manipulation. It might be a tough battle, but with the right tools and support, you can overcome it. Closing. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more insightful videos. Your support helps us continue to provide content like this. Stay strong, stay vigilant, and remember, you're not alone in this fight. See you in the next video.